Hello everyone. So far in the previous videos, we have studied about single candlestick, bullish and bearish reversal patterns. Now in this video, we will be discussing about a typical kind of candlesticks. Those are called dojis, and there will be also discussion about the spinning tops and the spinning bottoms. Now dojis, what are dojis? If we find a candlestick in which the opening and the closing price is same or almost similar, then it is called a doji. Doji can be having very different kind of shapes. There may be extended higher and lower shadows. There may be only higher shadows and no lower shadows or small lower shadows, or any kind of combination that you think. There can be two short higher and lower shadows, all these things. So whenever in whatever shape a doji occurs, we should be a little bit more careful, especially if we find a doji that is occurring after an uptrend and a downtrend. Doji may signal the reversal or the ending of a trend. If there is a reversal, the reversal takes the price in the opposite direction. In the case of a downtrend, if at the end of a downtrend we find a doji and we find then the price moving upwards, then it is a reversal. Similarly, in the case of an uptrend, if after an uptrend there is a doji, there is a price reversal, we can see that. But in many cases, doji doesn't reverse the price. It just ends the previous price movement and a consolidation starts. So unlike other reversal signals that we have studied, during them, if we spot them, we can book our profit. If we are suppose in a short position, we see a hammer and then we see a price moving upwards, we can book our profit in the short position or take a new position. Dojis are signals to only book profit. We not necessarily immediately take a reversal position because doji is not a reversal position. Doji means that the price didn't go higher and lower by the close. Where it opened, it closed only at that point. So it doesn't mean a reversal necessarily. It means an indecision. Market is unsure that where it wants to go afterwards. So that's why if we are suppose having a short position and at the end of a downtrend we see a doji, we should rather book the profit in the short position rather than taking immediate long positions, right? Similarly, in the uptrend also we can do like that. So similar pattern is called spinning top and spinning bottoms. In spinning tops and spinning bottoms, what happens is that we have quite big upper and lower shadows and small bodies. It is not like that the body will be non-existent, but this body will be there, but it would be small bodies. So it is much like doji. It represents indecision. The bigger upper and lower shadows means they move quite a bit higher and quite a bit lower. But at the end of the day, price comes back to the opening price. That means indecision. So similarly, spinning tops and spinning bottoms are used to actually exit from a previous position rather than looking for a new position. But suppose we see a spinning bottom or a doji and price starts reversing, then if the price moves above the top of that doji candle or the spinning top candle, we can take a long position. In that case, if it happens within next one or two candles, with the stop loss below the lower end of the or the low of the candle, and we can take a long position with trailing stop loss obviously. And similarly, in the case of an uptrend, if we find a doji or a spinning top and the price actually starts going down after one or two candles, we can take a short position with the stop, trading stop at the top of the candle, and then we can trail the stop, right? But for that we should have that the price moving below the low of the doji or the spinning top candle. Now let us give you some examples here and we can then understand how we need to look at a doji or a spinning top or spinning bottom. Here we are looking at the BHEL chart. See, initially there was an up move in the daily chart, and then there was a spinning top that was formed, and eventually that resulted in a price reversal. The price moved in the downward direction, but it was not a trade signal actually, but it was, if someone was long, someone could have booked profit here. And if someone had to take a short position from here, he could take a short position after the breach of the low of the spinning top and with the stop loss just above the high of the spinning top. Here in the spinning top, we see that the upper and lower shadows were quite huge and the body was there, it was not non-existent. For case of dojis, the body will be almost non-existent, like we see on the right hand side here in the March 12th, 13th kind of date. These are dojis. See, and once these dojis were being formed consecutively, the price moved in the downward direction, halted for some point of time, and then again resumed the downward direction. So doji doesn't necessarily means that the price would be halting for quite a lot or price would be reversing. So we have to take doji, when we see a doji, with the significance we have to understand that not necessarily price would be reversed, or the consolidation may last for some amount of time. It may last for long or last for short amount of time, but that depends on case to case basis. Now let us look at a chart of a spinning bottom also. Here we are looking at the Yes Bank daily chart. As you can see, earlier there was a very ferocious down move, and see, after that here again was a spinning bottom was formed. We could say it is spinning bottom, but again next day the price gapped down and a kind of a doji was formed. And as this doji was formed, we could see after that the price actually halted and there was a big consolidation that started. So doji and this spinning bottoms are always taken into consideration with the respect of booking profit. If someone was short earlier in the Yes Bank, he could have booked profit expecting a consolidation looking at the doji or the spinning bottom. But otherwise there was no reason to go long at this point, because any big up move was not unfolding after that. So this was all about the doji and the spinning top and spinning bottom. As we say, there are many types of dojis. There are gravestone dojis, there are dragonfly dojis. So those things that will be available in the written content that we have given. But any shape they form, they serve the purpose of halting a previous move. Thank you very much for watching the video. We will be discussing other candlestick patterns in our next videos. Thank you very much.